Hey babes, it's me, Uniqua, coming to you with a video. I wanted to talk about my 1 year boobiversary. It has been 1 year since I got a breast augmentation. I didn't want to do like an initial video because, to be honest, when I first got them, they were like up here, and after a year they just decided to like drop into place. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to let you know all the ins and outs of why I did this, what made me want to do it, and how I went about doing it. So further ado, here we go. All right, so I got my breast augmentation surgery March 4th, 2021. And today is like March 7th. So I'm a few days over my 1 year anniversary. As you can see, this is what they look like. I have photos of what they look like before. They kind of started up here and they were like really high. So I got 450 cc's under the muscles. So basically what it was, he did 500 cc's under the muscle because I wanted them to be like 450. I wanted them to look, and they say that when you get the surgery that you kind of want to, you want to go bigger, because once the swelling and stuff goes down, that's gonna be their true shape. So that's what size I got. I went through Dr. Pearl in Savannah, Georgia. The cost of the surgery, the anesthesia, everything was $5,000. I have been talking about getting this surgery for like years. I went back and forth, thought about it, didn't think about it. It was like, maybe I can deal with like my smaller boob size, but I really just felt like at 28 they should have been bigger. So I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, you've been talking about this forever. You finally have the money to go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. And so I booked the surgery. First off, I did my research in a way where like I asked people, okay, like who did you go through and what kind of results did you get? I looked online. I was gonna go to a different doctor, and then a lady who I was selling a house to was like, no, I work in that office, and I actually work for the doctor. He did mine as well. I think you would feel so much better with your results if you went through this doctor. So she had been the third person that I knew who had gone to him. And like another lady that I didn't even know from when I was like cutting hair, she went to him as well. And they all looked good. One of my friends even like went to the extreme of like showing me where her scars were and stuff. And like, I was like, wow, like I never even would have known that you got them done, girl. Like, so I like that they look natural, that his work looked natural. I like that, he took his time. So day of the surgery, leading up to the surgery, I had to get my iron up because it was extremely low. It always is. It was like at a 8.5, and I think I had to get it to like a 10. So I took iron tablets. You can't smoke, you can't, drink after a certain point. So I don't smoke and I really don't drink, but so I didn't really have any issues getting rid of that issue or whatever, but it just seemed like yeah, so you gotta cut down on the indulgence. So leading up to it, I took off work like way in advance because I knew that it was something that I wanted to do and something that I was going to do. And I took about 3 weeks off from work. The first 2 nights I stayed at home with my mom just because she is my mom and she wanted to make sure I was okay. But after like day 3, I was like, okay, it's time for me to go. I didn't eat a whole lot. I ate like saltine crackers and drank like Gatorade. The pain medication that they prescribed to me was Percocet and Valium, and I think I only took that one night, and then the next night I was like, I'm gonna just switch over to extra strength Tylenol, just because it didn't feel like I needed that strength of medicine. The biggest thing I think, like, from what I can remember after I got my surgery, was that I felt a lot of pressure. I never really was in like a whole lot of pain, but I felt a lot of pressure. So just, just the normal areas, you just feel pressure. For some people, like, I've, seen different people have different results, but for me, it just felt like I did like a lot of chest workouts. I couldn't lift my arms up past my head, which was kind of weird, but it was to be expected. The things that I did to kind of prepare for the surgery was just, I got like Dial soap to like wash my body. My sister told me to get Hall's cough drops, so I got Hall's cough drops. I really didn't watch like a whole lot of videos of like preparation for the surgery. I got one of those little things so I could sit up, but I'm not gonna lie, and I don't recommend that anybody do this, but by like week 1, I was like, nah, I can't do this no more, because I sleep on my stomach. And so I would like prop my stomach up like a bunch of pillows and sleep on my face, because the not sleeping on your chest, it was a no-go. And I was like on my side, but I did like the massages for myself, on myself, throughout, getting them done, and just making sure that I was doing everything. I think I didn't start back working out, like going to the gym and like doing strenuous stuff, until maybe like 8 weeks. I waited the full 8 weeks just because I didn't want anything to happen. Oh my God. The worst part of like taking the medicine was this one medicine that they prescribe you. It's basically like an antibiotic, and it made me so like constipated. It was so terrible. Like, I felt like I had to claw my poop out. And they're like, oh, just take stool softener. Y'all should have told me that before. But anyway, day of my surgery, I know this is like all random, whatever. Day of my surgery, my mom dropped me off at Dr. Pearl's office. She was in the waiting room. She waited on me. I think the surgery took all of 2 hours. But when I got there, they took my vitals. They made sure I wasn't pregnant. I think I was on my cycle at the time anyway, but they made sure I wasn't pregnant. And then they were like, okay, like, we're just, getting you processed. Dr. Pearl is like, he came in the room, he talked to me for a little while, and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna, put the little patch on the back of your ear for nausea. And then he was like, yeah, and you're gonna take a Valium to like kind of calm you down. So they gave me the Valium. I was good, just in a chair chilling. They talking about trips that they done took, surgeries they done had. Cool, like I'm cool, it's all right. And so then they gave me like an IV drip, and they put like another medication in there that made me like really, really relaxed. And I don't remember anything after that. I remember walking. I don't even remember walking to the operating room. Like, it was just, yeah. Okay, so after the surgery, I do remember like coming back to, and her helping me like zip up my jacket. That's one thing I did get. I got like a zipper jacket just so that I could, not have to button up a shirt or, do all this extra stuff. I did get that. and she like walked me to, I remember her walking me to my mom's car, and I remember being like really bandaged and just like out of it. But the first day after I got them done, like it was just such a huge change. So I went from A cup to like a large C. And I feel like it was the best decision that I could have ever made for myself. I think that if anybody is planning on doing it, I think for sure go for it, but just do your research, ask around. Don't go like, you know, the cheap route or whatever. I don't know. Make sure your doctor is like board certified. I think that would be the best way to like tell everybody how to do it. I know this video is random, but I'm random, so this is kind of how it's gonna go. But yeah, so yeah, this is like what they look like after a year. I know like a lot of people, you know, log when they first get them, and the truth is like they're really high up when you first get them. Like I'll, you know, put pictures in, they're like up here, like at your collarbone when you get them, and then over time they eventually like, you know, fall into place. And I remember feeling like when I first got them, dang, I wish they were like lower. And you know, you kind of go through the ups and downs of, oh, like it's like really high profile. And you know, I did get high profile silicone implants under the muscle, and they, you know, so far like I've been loving it. Like it's been one of the best decisions that I could have made in my life. So I think that if you're thinking about doing it, I think just do it, you know, like YOLO. I mean, not even YOLO, but you have to do for you what makes you happy. So people might talk and be like, oh, you getting your boobs done, like, or you getting your butt done. Who cares? If it's gonna make you feel better, do what's gonna make you feel better. So here's what they look like, kind of excluding my little arm fat. What they look like from the side, and then the front. But yeah, it was a good decision for me. I'm super happy with it. I'm very, you know, like still impressed. Still like, I still wake up and be like, are these mine? These belong to me? No, but I think that it is a great decision for anybody who decides to do it. I really want to connect with you all, so please comment below. Positivity only, like don't go back and forth with nobody, don't say nothing mean to nobody, don't say that mean about me. I will block you. Open discussion is fine. I do want to say as a disclaimer, this was a personal decision for me. I'm in no way pushing plastic surgery off on anyone or saying that anybody should do it. I feel like it's a choice that you should make for yourself, that, you know, you should do what makes you feel good. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.